part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. In the corner, Middleton with it. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Ian Clark's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors lead by 7. Dishes it to Spates. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Brandon Rush, who's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Parker, right side. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin. But the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here's Mayo from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Middleton for 3. And that one's good. Middleton's got 6.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. John Ensign comes in for Jabari Parker. And Jared Bayless subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Then for the Warriors, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Ian Clark.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Milwaukee.
That's just a foolish mistake right there, guys.
Yeah, inexcusable. You just cannot allow that to happen.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Middleton for 3. And he gets the bucket. Middleton's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Shots good by Middleton.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And the rejection by Ezeli. To the middle. Here's Rush. And Henson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Livingston passes to Thompson. Kicks to Bogut. And the foul on John Henson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ezeli. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here is Bayless. Fires for 3. It's off. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Warriors lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Mayo out there with Jared Bayless. And it's Monroe in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And the dunk by Parker.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
The kick out to Mayo. Off target from three-point range. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Green. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And so he hits both. Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
They need this. Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
And it's sent back by Bogut. Down low. And the dunk by Barnes.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Bayless. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Middleton can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 12. That one from long range. And that's 21 points for Klay Thompson.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And that one's good. And that's now 10 points for Parker.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. The Bucks making a switch here. Henson's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Antetokounmpo kicks to Mayo. Fires for three. And again, the Bucks miss.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Middleton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
First personal foul.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton. At the line for two.
He hits the second from the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Curry can't get it to go.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
That's good from Henson.
Milwaukee, John Henson. At the line for two.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. 1:05 left here in the fourth quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Klay Thompson. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
They get it back. Outside for Curry. And here's Iguodala outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
For three, Middleton. It falls! And now they trail by just 4. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Milwaukee ball.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-3 run. Parker kicks to Middleton. Off the left rim and out.
Timeout for Golden State.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're in front by 4. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Milwaukee ball.
There's 10 seconds left here. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material. And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Strap those belts on, fellas. This is going to be...
Oh, he hits it! How about that shot?
Big time! Big time!
Incredible!
I can't believe this. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
Well, I think I've seen it all now, guys, and nothing